Hey everyone! The Indian stock market had a tough day on December 30th, 2024. The main market measures, the Sensex and the Nifty 50, both finished lower. The Sensex dropped 450.94 points, or 0.57%, to close at 78,248.13. The Nifty fell 168.50 points, a 0.71% drop, ending at 23,644.90. Not a great day for the Indian markets. But that's how the stock market works. It's always full of ups and downs. Let's take a closer look at what happened. Investors were hoping for a year-end rally, but it didn't happen. So, we know the Sensex and Nifty had a bad day. The Nifty Midcap 100, which tracks medium-sized companies, actually went up 0.37%, showing some willingness to take risks. But the Nifty Small Cap 100, which follows smaller companies, fell 0.62%. Investors were being careful. The total value of stocks traded on the NSE was about 15,400 crore rupees, a bit lower than usual. It seems like investors wanted to play it safe and stick with the bigger well-known companies. The technology and car company sectors were the biggest reasons the market went down. The tech sector felt the pressure of lowered expectations for US interest rate cuts in 2025. Indian tech companies make a lot of their money in dollars, so if the US economy is weak, it can hurt their profits. The car sector saw investors holding back before monthly sales numbers came out. Car sales tell us a lot about how confident people feel about spending money and how healthy the overall economy is. Good sales numbers can boost the market. Big foreign investors, called FIIs, were selling off their Indian stocks, getting rid of equities worth 1,323.29 crore rupees on December 27th. When US interest rates go up, investing in emerging markets like India becomes less appealing. Investors can make more money in the US without as much risk. The global economy is uncertain because of inflation and political problems. When things are uncertain, investors tend to pull their money out of riskier investments. When FIIs sell a lot of stock, it can really move the market. Sometimes, no news is bad news in the stock market. On December 30th, there weren't any big events or reports in India to guide investors. Investors often wait and see when there's not much happening in the news. The lack of news in India meant investors didn't want to make any big moves. This led to lower trading and not much change in the market. It's like they were saying, nothing much is happening, let's wait and see. Let's look at some of the big companies. Bajaj Finserv's stock price went down by 0.17%, closing at 1,575.95 rupees. Reliance Industries fell 0.82%, ending at 1,210.90 rupees. Dr. Reddy's Laboratories dropped 0.85% to 1,377.55 rupees. Hindustan Unilever did well, going up 0.17% to 2,344.30 rupees. Tata Consultancy Services did better than the overall market, even though it fell 0.22% to 4,158.95 rupees. So it wasn't all bad news. Some big companies held steady, or even went up a little. What's next for the Indian stock market? Experts think things might stay slow for a bit. Investors are cautious and don't like uncertainty. The US Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates to fight inflation, and no one knows when they'll stop. Higher US interest rates can make it more expensive for Indian companies to borrow money. The global economic slowdown, the war in Ukraine, and rising prices have all hurt global growth. When the world economy slows down, it can affect how much other countries buy from India. Global tensions add to the uncertainty. Investors are waiting until things are clearer. Let's look beyond the main news. The Nifty Midcap 100, tracking medium-sized companies, finished higher, while the Small Cap 100, tracking smaller companies, finished lower. Some of the most traded stocks included Tata Steel, Bharat Electronics, and NTPC. Lots of trading in these stocks means investors were watching them closely. Reliance Industries bought Karkinos Healthcare for 375 crore rupees. The Department of Telecommunications got rid of a bank guarantee requirement for spectrum auctions. This will make it easier for telecom companies financially. So, there you have it. A quick summary of what happened in the Indian stock market on December 30th, 2024. The market is facing some challenges, both in India and around the world. The lack of big news in India and worries about the global economy are making investors cautious. But don't worry. Investing in the stock market is a long-term game. Keep an eye on economic reports and company earnings and adjust your investments as needed. Stay informed, stay invested, and stay calm.